He is the new standard bearer on the men's side of CrossFit. We take a look at his journey to the top of the mountain next on Athlete Spotlight. Hi everybody, and welcome to another edition of Athlete Spotlight presented by Monster Hydro. I'm Sean Woodland, and on this episode we take a closer look at the two-time fittest man on earth, Justin Medeiros. Since the CrossFit Games were first held in 2007, only 3 men have won them more than once. Rich Froning won 4, Matt Fraser took 5, and now Justin Medeiros has won the last 2. Medeiros has only been to the CrossFit Games 3 times in his career, and he's never finished lower than 3rd. He earned Rookie of the Year honors after the 2020 season. The following year, he became the youngest man to ever win the title of fittest on earth at just 22 years old. Medeiros has been the model of consistency the last 2 years of the CrossFit Games. He has only won 1 event in that span, but he has an average event finish of 6th place during his 2 championship seasons. Medeiros has proven to be difficult to catch in the overall standings once he takes the lead. As soon as he puts on the leader's jersey, he does not take it off. The majority of the CrossFit community got a really good look at Justin Medeiros for the first time at the 2020 CrossFit Games when he took 3rd overall. The two-time fittest man on earth's career started back in 2016, and it really took off when he linked up with a veteran coach from the Pacific Northwest. Business in the front, party in the back, and fitness all over.
It takes years of work and plenty of persistence to become an overnight sensation. Before Justin Medeiros exploded onto the CrossFit landscape, he was just a kid trying to get in better shape for wrestling. It was clear he had plenty of talent, but he needed someone else to get him to the next level. Adam Neiffer thought his coaching days were behind him, but then he heard from Justin Medeiros.
Becoming Justin's coach was definitely not something that either of us had planned on, but looking back, I'm just thankful that our paths crossed.
Adam's the best. I mean, once I started training with him, it took my game to a whole new level.
From day one, we just saw immediate progress, like steps in the right direction that just kept us both coming back for more.
Let's go, Justin, attack. This is your round right here. This is the round you gotta attack.
Just be able to help me with that mental aspect of attacking a workout and just knowing and running my own race.
2 breaths, then 2 reps for time.
To have someone like that, that's also like my best friend, has been huge.
Soon after, hard work and persistence led to results. Medeiros finally broke through and qualified for the 2020 CrossFit Games.
Justin Medeiros is on his way to Madison.
Going into stage 1, my goal was just to get top 20. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but I think I definitely surprised myself and made the top 5.
The hard work and persistence continued. Medeiros finished in 3rd place at the Games and won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, definitely earning Rookie of the Year was definitely something pretty cool. I didn't really have too many expectations for the year. We went into the year for the goal of trying to qualify for the CrossFit Games, but I never really thought about what it would be like if I actually did qualify.
Medeiros is starting to put some significant distance between himself and his fellow competitors.
I gave it my all for every single workout, and that ended me 3rd on the podium, and I'm happy with that.
He also earned something else: expectations. It took him most of 2021 to live up to them. Madison, Wisconsin is where it all came together. Medeiros came up with a consistent performance across all 15 events, and he saved his best for last. His only win of the competition sealed the championship.
Justin Medeiros is the fittest man on earth.
And with that win came even more expectations. It's one thing to win the title of fittest on earth, but could he defend it?
There's only been 2 people in the men's division ever to win the Games twice, so I definitely think it's going to be tough to kind of go back and repeat and do it again, but deep down, like I know I want to win. I won last year, and I'd be lying if I wouldn't be disappointed if I didn't go out and win again.
Medeiros finished 3rd worldwide in the 2022 Open and would back that up with 1st place finishes in the quarterfinals and semifinals. The hard work and persistence continued. At the 2022 Noble CrossFit Games, Justin Medeiros was the model of consistency. In 13 events, he would never notch a win, but he would only finish outside the top 10 twice.
Here comes Krennikov, but Medeiros is gaining. Justin Medeiros is going to go unbroken to the finish.
Medeiros would join an elite company in the sport of fitness as a repeat champion.
Why does that guy have a mullet? Because he doesn't want his hair getting in his eyes when he's kicking your butt. For the second straight time, Justin Medeiros is the fittest man on earth.
Justin Medeiros has gone from relative unknown to overnight sensation to fittest on earth. At 23 years old, the majority of his career is still in front of him. And with more hard work and persistence, he could have a few more gold medals to add to his collection.
I was able to catch up with Justin Medeiros, and I talked to him about how he's been able to find so much success at such a young age.
What would you say was your recipe for success in becoming a CrossFit Games athlete?
Man, I think for me, just to become a CrossFit Games athlete, I just kind of told myself that, first off, like identifying that goal, that's what I wanted to do, and knowing that like I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to make that happen. And like that was my number one priority. So I had to ask myself like, hey, is this going to help me make the CrossFit Games? Yes, no. And if it did, I did it. If it didn't, like I had to move on. And definitely it was hard because I was in college and stuff like that at the time. But I knew that's what I wanted. And I wanted to make sure like I gave it everything I had. There's a lot of stuff that went into it, but I think that was kind of like the overarching theme.
In person, what was your welcome to the games moment when you realized that you were on this huge stage?
Oh, I just got chills thinking about it, man. I mean, Madison was just such an awesome experience. But the first time going into the arena, like at Madison doing the thruster wall walk event, I ended up winning my heat. I got second in the event. Pancheck got me in the freaking first heat, that sucker. But just being inside like the arena and everything, that was an unreal experience. I remember like Adam talking to me. He's been there. He's been to the game so many times, telling me that that moment's going to be super special. Your first workout inside there. So it was really cool for me in my first one. I was able to have a heat win, second place finish. It was really cool. That workout for sure, though.
While you were working your way towards becoming a professional athlete, who did you look up to during that journey?
Honestly, a big person for me was Matt. I mean, after the 2020 games in Aromas at the ranch, like right when we finished, like, hey man, like if there's ever anything you need, like let me know. Like don't be afraid to reach out. If you need like a sounding board for advice, please hit me up. And I was like, dude, that's awesome. And I was like, dude, I don't even have your phone number. Like in my head, I'm like, he's just saying this to be nice. And he ended up reaching back out to me a week later on Instagram. We exchanged numbers. Any questions that I've had about training, like being an athlete, how to handle certain situations and kind of deal with like sponsors and all that side of things outside of just competing, he's been super helpful because he's gone through all that and on a whole different level than I have. But it's been super awesome to have him to kind of like bounce those ideas off and kind of see how he handled those situations. But he's been a huge help for me.
Thanks so much, everybody, for watching this edition of Athlete Spotlight presented by Monster Hydro. I'm Sean Woodland, and we'll see you next time.